Hi guys, and welcome to the Ace Tanker for the Tiki, the free tank that was given out last weekend for Wargaming's anniversary. It's a Tier 2 Japanese tank, and Wargaming loved taking the piss out of me. Yeah. Recently, I've was celebrating the fact that I finished all the Tier 2s, the Tier 3s, the Tier 4s. I'm now working on the Tier 5 premium tanks in the game. And Wargaming go ahead and they release another Tier 2, so I'm gonna have to go back and do a review for the Tiki. I thought I was done with the Tier 2s, but obviously not, because this tank is no longer available, and although most of you probably still have this tank in your garage, as it's no longer available, newer players to the game, or even you guys who might want to rebuy this at a later stage, are going to have to wait for it to appear in the gift shop. So yeah, Wargaming have just given me another low-tier review to do, but that's not the only problem. The other problem Wargaming have given me is the fact I don't like Japanese tanks very much. At least I'm up to Tier 7 on the Japanese lines, and I haven't found any Japanese tanks I particularly like yet. The Keiho Tier 4 light tank was okay, but not okay enough for me to keep playing it and keeping it. So yeah, I have a very, very low estimation of Japanese tanks. But you know what? This one is pretty good. I am actually surprised at how good the Tiki is. It's a Tier 2 light tank, it has no armor, but I am amazed that this tank is actually as good as it is. I would even hazard a guess as saying it's probably one of the best free tanks Wargaming have given out so far. It's got a great gun. 45 alpha damage with 40mm of penetration is more than enough to damage pretty much every tank in it's going to face. Exception being the T-18 from the front, but yeah, this thing will actually penetrate even the micro mouse. So the standard ammo on it is pretty good. The premium ammo gets 59mm of penetration, and that is good enough, unless RNG says otherwise, that you will be able to penetrate the front of a T-18 with this. But not only is the gun pretty good, but the accuracy is okay, the aim time is okay. It's a lot faster than I was expecting. I was looking at the stats and I wasn't expecting it to be quite so maneuverable, but for a Japanese tank, it accelerates pretty quickly, and it's pretty maneuverable. So I have actually enjoyed playing the Tiki so far, and as much as I hate saying it, I think we may have actually found a Japanese tank I like. So I'm not sure if this game was played on or off stream, I can't remember, but it was fairly recently, just shows you how bad my memory is getting. I'm platooned with Tonza and Brinji. We are Tier 2 Tiki platoon in a Tier 3 game. There are 6 Tier 3s, actually I can't even count, are there 6? Yeah, there are 6 Tier 3s on the enemy team, and so it's not quite an easy game, but there are quite a lot of Tier 2 tanks as well. I've got my Tiki equipped with Binox and a camo net, so I am still in the testing phase. I believe this is my 3rd game, maybe my 4th game in the Tiki, and I am testing it as a scout. I actually don't know what the view range on this tank is off the top of my head, but I went into this game to pretty much test it. So I've decided to go north while the other guys go south. And I don't have a lot of support here. There's a T-18 who's going to be sitting back there. There's a Marder 2. Don't have a lot of support, so I decide, you know what, I am actually not going to go very much forward. I had no idea that rock was there, but this is the bush I want to sit in, because this tank is small enough to use a bush this small. So I've popped into this bush. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to let my Binox kick in, I'm going to let my camo net kick in, and I'm testing the view range, and there we go. We have spotted a Chiha, and I'm using this as a scout. So I'm not going to be doing much firing, not yet. I want to spot these tanks for my friendly TDs at the back, and there's an enemy Tiki. Unfortunately, our Marder 2 is missing his shots. There's a T2 medium. We've got a Sexton 2 on our team as well. I'm hoping at some point someone's going to be able to do some damage to these tanks. Hey, there we go. So just adjusting slightly because there's a T-26 moving up under me, and I do not want this T-26 to proxy spot me. I'm hoping he's just going to sit there, but these tanks are advancing and I'm keeping them spotted, I'm keeping them lit up. And I'm debating whether or not to track this guy in place. But I don't want to be spotted, especially by that T-26 below me. But yeah, okay. I give up. So there we go. That Keeney would have popped up and spotted me. I decide to go for the shots. I take out the Chiha, go to work on this Keeney. T2 medium's firing at me now as well. And again, I'm still glancing back. I'm worried about this T-26. But we take out the T2 medium. And the Tiki is still there. So he's taking shots. I'm taking shots. And he's in a lot of cover. But this tank, it's cute, it's small, and I'm able to use just the smallest undulations in the ground to be able to give myself cover. But we're proxy spotting each other, and I'm waiting for Artie to land a shot on me right now. I really can't hang around much longer, so decide to go for it, even though the Tiki might shoot me. But our Martyr 2 takes him out, so really surprised Artie hasn't taken an interest in me. Maybe he's focused on the south of the map because our team are winning quite convincingly down there. But I've done 2 kills. I haven't done a lot of damage, only 134. And I'm moving in on this Tiki. Where is he? There he is. And the tank is actually quite maneuverable. It's quite fast, so drive by. Was willing to take a hit. I had the hit points to take a hit. But he didn't get a shot off. I managed to finish him off for kill number 3. Only 4 enemy tanks left on the enemy team. And there we go. It's pretty much, I think this is almost the end of the game. But I'm doing 44 kilometers down here. Really surprised at how quickly this tank can accelerate and maneuver. Especially as it's Japanese, but Wargaming loves to surprise me. So apparently this thing is a good scout. As I say, this is my 3rd, maybe my 4th game in the tank. So there's the Sexton 2. And I'm bouncing. Trying to track him. Nope, no track. Oh, that was a bad shot. Is he going to fire? No, that was a bad shot. Come on, keep adjusting. And he misses. Okay, there we go. So we finally start putting some shots in, get a little bit more damage out of this game, leave him on 3 health, and the T-18 steals the kill after I've done all the bloody work. So 1 enemy tank left. And I'm actually quite surprised this was an ace tanker, but then again I suppose absolutely everyone is playing this tank at the moment, and as a result, because so many players are playing it, it's probably quite easy to get into the top 1%. This week, I reckon future ace tankers in this tank might be a little bit more difficult to get, but yeah, game over. And I think I've shown that Tiki is a viable scout at tier 2. So there you have it, another ace tanker I don't have to worry about, and yeah, I mean, I'm surprised it was an ace tanker. I only got 544 XP, which was pretty poor, but it's only tier 2, and I didn't come first. Good game from our Type 97 Chiha, but yeah, 308 damage, 3 kills, 15 shots fired, 12 hits, and 10 penetrations. The gun on this tank is pretty good. I did fire a lot of snapshots and shots before I was fully aimed, but yeah, really surprised. I spotted 6, damaged 5, and destroyed 3. This thing is definitely a viable scout, and picked up 329 assistance damage. 15,000 credits earned, 816 XP on a ×2, left me on 1632 XP. So yeah, a Japanese tank I don't actually hate. I don't think I'll be playing it very often, but you know what? I am very surprised. This tank is pretty good for a free tank given out at tier 2, and thank you very much, Wargaming. Also, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.